this is just so cool. All right, when you're out here driving off-road, it's important to capture it on Insta360. So we're gonna wrap up our trip and do some off-road trails on our Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and the X5. So let's see how this goes. All right, guys, so we are on top of a ridge here, and we're gonna do some off-roading, and we will see how well it does.
Dad, but you go fast.
No, you can't go fast up here.
Why?
Because it can be dangerous. Oh, this is just insane. Okay.
Ow! Ooh, ow! Ow! That's a bumpy road.
Yeah, it is a bumpy road, isn't it? This is pretty cool. So I was not expecting that. I mean, literally just 2 minutes ago, we were doing FSD supervised up here. So if you put it in extract mode, it goes a lot slower, I think. And that's what it's like literally talking about. So we don't need to do all that. That's what makes the Cybertruck so dynamic. Like, I can literally be having it drive for me 1 second. And then the very next second, it's going on off-road mode. Just crazy. Okay, so let's see, dealing with a little bit of a bump here. Wow, look at that. Woo! Johnny, look at that.
I know.
Look at that, dude. That is just crazy. You see the ocean literally like right in front of us? Wow, this is awesome. Wow, this is just crazy. Oh man, I'm like a kid in a go-kart right now. Okay, all right, so let's see this in the front. Okay, I just need to see how this goes down, but this is awesome. All right, so see, you can see in the front. That's the whole point, all right? You can't see around. Ooh, that is a bumpy ride. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Yeah, this is just, you know, like I said, it's one of those things where, you know, I've owned a couple of trucks. We've had a couple of trucks in the family, a Tacoma, an F-150, or an F Ford Ranger. And this is not something you can just do with any truck, right? Check that out, Johnny. You see that? Wow, this is just so cool. Thankfully, there has been no one going by. That would not be fun. Man, look at over here to the right. You can see, what is it? Literally what kind of looks like some clouds, but then the ocean. This is just amazing. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. So, it looks like a cement road now. So it's really interesting. Okay, so look at this. It's kind of going back into a dirt road now. But it was interesting how it was cement there for a minute. Almost see in front of you. It's crazy. Because of the sun. The sun is just completely blinding. Ooh. The sun's like, hey, I want to go to bed. And we're like, yeah, not yet. We need the view. So the Cybertruck, honestly, it's handling this really well. It's one, this is my first time, and I'm not familiar with it, right? And two, you know, the sun is really killing like my visibility on some of this stuff. So it's really hard to kind of anticipate when the sun is hitting you directly in the eye. And some of these roads. This is awesome. Super, super cool. All right, which way do I go? Okay, we're going right. Protect and enjoy your national forest. This is cool. No campfires. Okay, so I literally can't even see in front of me right now. So again, this is one of those situations where, wow, whew, I literally cannot see what's in front of me. Whew, that is insane. That is crazy. All right, well, I don't think we want to stand next to a bunch of other people, but yeah, it's just crazy nonetheless. All right, well, what do you think, you guys? I mean, it is pretty cool. Or do you want to get that little corner over there? What do you think, Johnny?
I think I like the corner.
Okay, let's go get it. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is let's just go a little bit adventurous and go out this way.
You have jumping. Oh.
So look at that. I literally went over those rocks with no problem at all. Beautiful views out here on the side. You can't see it. You can see it from the Insta 360. But just gorgeous. A lot easier to do during the day. But just goes to show you how capable this truck is. And this all came from a software update. That's the crazy thing. Can you guys see outside?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, this is so cool.
Why does it look so cool?
Uh-huh.
Because God made it, buddy.
Oh.
This is so cool. I mean, like I said, these roads are pretty tame, but it's just in the Cybertruck, you just don't really have to worry about really anything. You got to be mindful of stuff, what you're going around, what you're going up, rocks. Let's go down. Woo!
Wow, that's a big
I know. That's so cool, huh?
That was a big, that was a big floppy too.
I know.
That was a big floppy too. I'll see a big floppy. Yeah, you should have.
Ooh. All right, so we just hit paved road. This will last, I think, only for a short while, and then we're back on the road. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay, so it went from cement and now it's back to dirt. We've been going a little bit quick, but I think the off-road kind of maxes out at 25 miles an hour. It's just pretty crazy that we're just literally kind of going over this ridge here. Very bumpy, but I love it. All right, a little bit too fast there. Always the big thing too is that, I don't want to go too fast because some of these corners you can't see and you may not know if there's someone around there. What is literally a clear ocean view on the left. Guys, look at the ocean.
Wow.
That is cool. Check this out. It's gonna be a little bit bumpy. Wow, look at that coastline. It's actually really, the front part of this is probably the worst. Then it really opens up. So if you're not familiar with this, like I said, thankfully I had some buddies, Patrick and Nick. They literally were able to give me a spot where to go. And because of that, you know, they obviously had kind of journeyed it, so it wasn't like I was just doing this by myself completely. Alright, look at that. We made it to the end, guys. We made it to the end. Alright, so I just finished Prewitt Ridge Road. This was like 5 miles in. Takes about 30 minutes. It's really the first half that's actually pretty crazy, but awesome to see that my Cybertruck was able to handle it like a champ. Was not worried at all when this was happening. So cool to see it. Glad I was able to get in and out safely, especially with my young boys. But the Cybertruck is an absolute beast. Shout out to Wes and that whole team who designed this. This is the best outdoor adventure vehicle by far.